now on to our last point, Tim, for this month. So, and it does lead quite nicely on from what we were talking about with the squads and the check-ins. Is about having a system and making sure that you've got, hopefully from your reflections as well from the previous year, if you've been working with OKRs regularly, this is something that you've maybe reflected on. But I think, let's go through what we mean really with the system to finish off. If you want to go for this, Tim.
Absolutely. A system doesn't necessarily mean a piece of software. It can also involve something like a spreadsheet. We don't advocate a spreadsheet. We definitely got opinions on using those for OKRs, but some people work really well just using something like a spreadsheet. So a system is anything that you're using to help you track your OKRs and your progress against them. So just so we can clear that piece up. It's making sure that, like Joe said earlier, that you've got your OKRs in there. You don't want to have people eagerly logging on to their system at the start of the year, really excited about cracking on and focusing on those strategic priorities for the year and the quarter, and not having them there to look at and start planning their time around. So, it means that you've got to be really on the front foot with making sure that they're there and loaded for when people are going to be wanting to use them and not after that fact. That's a really good way of killing all the momentum straight out of the year, is not having your OKRs written in your system straight away. Another thing is, with that, if you've got anything like OKRs carrying over from the previous quarter, just making sure that that's there and that's clear about what's happening, and any progress that you might have made over the previous quarter is included in there as well. So people have that motivation to see that they might be nearly there and that the end is in sight on that particular one. So just making sure that if there is anything like that, that's there and sorted. Another one as well to think about is making sure that if you are an objective owner or a key result owner, for example, that you've got access to all the right systems and data to make sure that you can report on your progress. It's really easy to set up all of your key results and the measures that you want to try and set in all the excitement of that setting process. But if you haven't got the data ready or available to you to help you report on progress, then again, you don't want to be spending ages trying to sort that and only get that data partway through that cycle. So that's a really, really big point, that you don't want to be estimating how you're going through the quarter. You want to be really, really precise on your progress. So, I think those are some of the big three things that I can think of. Joe, is there anything else you can think of for a system that we've not covered off so far?
No, I think it is just about making sure your data is easily accessible. Think about things, linking it back to check-ins when you're referring back to the key results and the OKRs. Are you using something that is making check-ins easier, or are you using something that's actually adding to workload and just making it feel like a bit of a chore? So just making sure a system should be making your life easier, right? So just check on that and make sure that it is making OKRs easier for you.
I thought of one extra final good point that is going to really help people, Joe. It's making sure that whoever needs access to that system has access to that system, because you might have had new people join, you might have had people leave, unfortunately. So, your password might have had to be reset over your, winter break, if that's what you're going through. So just making sure that you have access to that system and that people have, licenses or availability as well. So that's my final point. I think my final thought for this one.
I think it was a useful final thought as well, Tim, to end with. I think overall, really just making sure for the year ahead, you're being really clear again on the communication of OKRs throughout the rest of the business. Making sure the why is always still there, and just keeping that communication up, especially for a new year. You just want to bring new energy to this and making sure it's the right energy for people to get excited about, and hopefully looking forward to a new year of clear priorities and some great OKRs to work on.
Exactly.
So if there is, as usual, if there is anything that you've heard throughout our videos, just make sure you do reach out either through LinkedIn or you can always comment here to make sure that you just reach out if you need any help.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for watching.
All right then. Thanks guys.
Thanks.